Hi, everyone. We are learning about circles, and just to make it more clear as far as the definitions and why we use circles, I am going to go through these two first slides. Okay, can you imagine the world without the wheel? I can't. So here's one diagram in which we are using coplanar circles. These circles do not touch at any point, and this is a good graphic for what is going on right now as we quarantine in our homes for COVID-19. So right now we are staying in our homes in the hopes that our neighborhood and our community will not be infected as much with the virus, and if that works, then our state and the country will not have as many cases of the COVID-19 disease. And if that works, then the wider world will see less cases. And at least that is what we hope to happen. So stay quarantined. Here's another little visual. Here we have gears, and gears are just circles with teeth. If we remove the teeth, you can see that these two circles would be externally tangent as they only touch at one point. While these two gears here, one is smaller than the other, which means that they go around at different speeds. These two are concentric circles. We also have a picture of the global geostationary satellite coverage. These are meteorological satellites that are out in space. And if we draw a line from the satellite to Earth, you can see that these two tangents are going to be equidistant to the satellite. And we're going to learn more about these properties of the tangent lines. So let's go over some vocabulary. So we have a center. The center of the circle is the one point from which all of our radii, which is the plural for radius, can be extended to the outside of the circle. And when we go around and we form a circle, all we're doing is just extending many different radius at various angles. So all these round shapes are circles. And we have a chord. A chord is simply a line segment that goes from one point of the circle to the opposite side of the circle. Well, and technically it's not a side because a circle does not have sides. So it just goes from one point in the circumference to another point. And a diameter is just a very special chord in which the line segment must go from one point in the circumference through the center to the opposite point in the circumference. We have secant. A secant, it's basically a chord that extends past the circumference of the circle. And it can form a minor arc, which means that there's less than 180 degrees, and a major arc, which is just the remainder of the arc that is formed through a secant. And a semicircle, it's just half of the circle. So the diameter will split a circle into two semicircles. And then we also have these lines that are tangent. Tangent lines touch the circles only at one point. So these two circles, B and D, are tangential circles because they touch at one point, and since they touch externally, it's external tangents, while C and D are internally tangent.